Kenya is a very interesting country. And as a matter of fact, you can't get tired being a Kenyan. Yesterday, the Judicial Service Commission nominated Lady Justice Martha Koome as the next Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. And today, President Uhuru Kenyatta submitted the name of Lady Justice Martha Koome to Parliament for vetting. Which means if Parliament is going to approve the name of Lady Justice Martha Koome, she's going to become the first woman Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. And again, earlier today, I did a video, a comprehensive video about Martha Koome, her nomination, and the inside story, the real story, why she was nominated, basically why she prevailed over the other candidates. You can watch that video. I'm going to share the link below here. And again later today, Fred Ngatia, who was considered the deep state favorite, has emerged with the fresh details. According to Ngatia, he was actually rigged out after a phone call was made to 4 members of the Judicial Commission. And that's why he never won that particular interview. So today I want us to look at Fred Ngatia's claims, the merits, and why probably Fred Ngatia is making these claims. Because remember, Fred Ngatia is not your ordinary Kenyan. Fred Ngatia has been nominated in this country globally as a top lawyer in Kenya. Fred Ngatia represented President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013 and again in 2017. So Ngatia is not an ordinary Kenyan. And the kind of personality we know in Ngatia, he can't just make such claims without considering their impact in the society. But before we go into all those details, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second, click subscribe button. Again, to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your support. Now let us get back to serious business. The Judicial Service Commission yesterday nominated Lady Justice Martha Koome. If you ask me, Martha Koome actually deserved the nomination. And during the interview, 3 names were being mentioned as the possible candidates or the possible next Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. There was the name of Fred Ngatia, who was viewed as the favorite because most people believed he was the system's candidate. In fact, on the day Fred Ngatia was being interviewed, on that particular day, he was trending on Twitter very early in the morning until the evening at number 1. And the people who are trending those hashtags were basically people who support the deep state. So most Kenyans concluded by that time that Ngatia was actually the deep state's candidate. And then there was William Ouko. Most people also believed that William Ouko was going to be nominated based on his performance, based on the fact that he at least he has managerial experience. Ngatia did not have that. And then there was Lady Justice Martha Koome. So these 3 people, in my considered opinion, any choice for me, I was good with them. In fact, up to number 4, there was also Nderi. Any of them, I was comfortable with them if they were going to be chosen. But as fate would have it, Martha Koome was nominated. And Fred Ngatia is now claiming that Martha Koome was nominated because they rigged Ngatia out. That a senior government official placed phone call to 4 members of the Judicial Service Commission from Mount Kenya region to reduce his marks because they wanted Martha Koome. Now, let us go back to Judicial Service Commission and the membership. Who are the members of the Judicial Service Commission? There's always the Chief Justice. There is always 1 Supreme Court judge elected by the judges of the Supreme Court. Then there is 1 Court of Appeal judge elected by judges of Court of Appeals. There is 1 High Court judge and 1 magistrate. 1 woman and a man elected by members of the Association of the Judges and Magistrates. Then there is the Attorney General. Then there is 2 advocates, a man and a woman, each of whom has at least 15 years experience, elected by the members of the statutory body. So this is 2 advocates elected or nominated by the Law Society of Kenya. And then there's 1 person nominated by the Public Service Commission. And then there's a woman and a man to represent the public, not being lawyers appointed by the president with the approval of the National Assembly. And then there is the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, who is the secretary to the Judicial Service Commission. So let us look at the current members. Who could be these 4? I want you guys to take as we move on. Do you think number 1 is Professor Oliver Mugenda, who is the acting chair? Do you think she's the one? Then there's Philomena Mwilu, cannot get involved in such. Then there's Mohamed Wasame, not from Mount Kenya region. Then there is David Majanja, not from Mount Kenya region. Then there is Justice Retired Paul Kihara Kariuki, from the larger Mount Kenya region, probably. Then there is Patrick Gichohui, representing the Public Service Commission, probably from the larger Mount Kenya region. Then there is Evelyn Olwande, Chief Magistrate, elected by and represented magistrates, I don't think. Then there is Macharia Njeru, Advocate of the High Court of Kenya, elected and representing the Law Society of Kenya. Again, I don't think, I'm not sure. Then there is Felix Kosgei, nominated by the president, representing members of the public, not from the Kikuyu community, or not from the larger Mount Kenya region. Then there is Anne Amadi, again, not from the Mount Kenya region. So from this list, 4 people. But let us not get into those. Why do you think Fred Ngatia is making these claims now? 5 reasons. Number 1, the first thing why Ngatia is making these claims is that Fred Ngatia was assured of nominations by the deep state. He was sure that he's going to win. I am 100% certain that probably he even met some of these people, even on the day of the interview. In fact, I remember during the interview, some Kenyans were asking whether Ngatia was actually given the marking scheme because he performed so well. So I don't rule out the possibility that he was assured of the nomination. And the fact that he failed to get the nomination, he's now not comfortable. He's asking himself that probably someone somewhere decided that it was not going to be Fred Ngatia. Number 2, the second thing, which is now manifesting itself, and I also explained this in my yesterday's video, is that Martha Koome was the real deep state candidate. She was the real deep state candidate. Ouko, Ngatia were just there. In fact, Ngatia was used as a decoy. So Kenyans focused on Fred Ngatia as the deep state candidate, running Twitter, doing everything. They were assured that being the former lawyer to the president, everything. Kenyans were sure of Fred Ngatia. Unknown to them, the deep state had identified Martha Koome. They had identified Martha Koome because in 2017, Martha Koome had to wake up and go outside her working hours, to make judgment over electoral issues beyond working hours. So the system realized that at least they had worked with Martha Koome, there's a chance they can work with her again. Do you know how these guys normally deal with people? Martha Koome was probably baited and she accepted to get out. You never know what she was offered or what she was given. The deep state is the only institution which has the history of all of us. That's why even in Juja by-election, that candidate is finding it rough because the deep state is telling him in 1994, ulifanya hivi na hivi na hivi. So Martha Karua was the real deep state candidate, but Ngatia was used as a decoy. Number 3, which is also coming out clearly, is that there is division amongst the members of the deep state. Their interests are not converging at a point. Their interests are traveling parallel. Remember, I've always told you guys stories here about Raila Odinga, the presidency, and the deep state. There are those who want Raila. There are those who want a compromise candidate who is either Matiang'i or Mudavadi. There is those who want one of them who are there. And then there are also those who probably would want President Uhuru Kenyatta to extend his term. So those interests are always there. So the deep state, amongst the deep state, probably there were those who were pushing for Fred Ngatia to be appointed or to be nominated. It didn't work. So the other camp, which was pushing for Martha Koome, prevailed. Number 4 is about political interest. Who do you think can serve the political interest of President Uhuru Kenyatta? Remember, even if Ruto was to become the next president, even if Raila was to become the next president, Martha Koome is 61 years, which means she will still stay in office for the next 8 years. So it means the next president of the Republic of Kenya has no option than to work with Martha Koome until the end of her term. So those are political issues. And again, Martha Koome probably is there to help address some of the political interest in this country. And number 5, which is lastly, we are also getting the truth about the Judicial Service Commission. That this commission is actually under the grip of the state. Because if this Judicial Service Commission is not under the grip of the state, explain to me, like a class 1 boy, just explain to me how the deep state can take their phone and call 4 members only, because they realized the rest was sorted, 4 members of the Judicial Service Commission, and force them to reduce marks. It only confirms that the Judicial Service Commission, as currently constituted, is under the grip of the deep state, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can do about it. I don't know what you think, but personally I believe on 4 things. Number 1, Ngatia was assured of nominations. He never got it. The deep state failed him. Number 2, I'm certain Martha Koome was the real deep state candidate. Fred Ngatia was used as a decoy. So as Kenyans are focusing on Fred Ngatia, these guys were plotting how to put Martha Koome. Then there is also the division in deep state. Deep state has interest. Number 4 is political interest, which is okay, because the world is about politics. And number 5, there is the Judicial Service Commission, which is now under the firm grip of the deep state. I don't know what you think. Let me wait and read your comments. I'm going to be here for the next 2 hours, reading and responding to each and every comment, which is going to be updated within 1 or 2 hours. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day.